Good morning. Good morning. I am so excited to be back and chatting with each and every one of you all. Today is all about 10 minutes of power. If you are new around here, I am Lolita E. Walker. I am a certified life, leadership, and executive coach. I'm also a power speaker and facilitator, MC, a podcaster, a mommy, you name it, I'm probably doing it. And so I come to you live a couple of times a week to really bring you what I call 10 minutes of power. The intention is to power you up. Walker Enterprises is the name of my business. And when I glean all the way in, it really is about taking you to sit you in the power of your pause, grabbing you, pulling out all of the juiciness that is you, replaying it back to you so that you can walk, talk, and behave differently. I do that with individuals, with power women, and I also do it within teams in some of your favorite organizations to help to increase your clarity, your confidence, and your commitment. If you are here, please say hey. I would absolutely love to say hello back to you. Today's 10 minutes of power is all around the notion of average, right? I want to take you guys back just a little bit. I remember I wrote an affirmation for my son when I think he was 2.5 years old. And we started saying this action. And one of the things that I remember saying to him is, come on, buddy, you are beyond average. You're better than average. Absolutely. And I remember honing in on that. And I remember being so proud of him as he would look in the mirror and he would say this long affirmation every day. He would declare who it is that he was. And there was this line in there that said, I was above average. So one day he goes into his daycare provider before school program and he's there. And he says it to one of the providers. And the provider says to him, oh, I love that. But what if you were allergic to average? And from that point forward, I began saying, I am allergic to average. My son Walker, his mantra, his entire affirmation, which is pretty long actually, that he says daily, but there's a piece in that that says, I am allergic to average. So today is really talking about, are you navigating in your space within average? Are you navigating in average? So let's talk about it. And now when I think of, and tomorrow when I come back, it's going to be a half an hour of power at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to go through some strategies or some ways that we can think about average and are we operating within that, right? Hey, Calvin, good to see you. Calvin says, good morning from Charlotte, North Carolina. So excited to have you here. Calvin, I can't wait to hear what are your thoughts on are you operating in average? Right. And some people say average is just fine. Average is getting by. Average gets me to where I need to be. Average keeps me in a complacency where I feel good. I'm happy. I am that. But what if you were allergic to average? What if you ran away from that thing like the plague? What if you decided that I'm allergic to it, so I know what will happen as a result of me sitting inside of complacency? If I'm allergic to it, that means I can reach beyond it. That means I can go around it. That means I can create strategies so that I'm not in the places and spaces that will keep me in complacency. And when I talk to my son, I share that story about my son now inside of there. I'm allergic to average. And when I talked to Elisa, who is the person who said that to Walker's affirmation, and she said, "What if you were? Ooh, what if you were allergic to average? What if you navigated this place that you're in right now and said, I'm allergic to average. I need to be better than a C. When you think of average, you guys know I'm in a PhD program, right? Yeah, it's my first semester and it's kicking my butt. Okay. So inside of it, I'm in statistics and we've been really talking and leaning into average and mean and mode and remembering all of the things. And when you think about average, it sums up everything that is there, all of the values. Imagine that these are people. It sums it all up and it divides it by the number of people in this instance that are standing right there. What if you knew you were allergic to being part of that? What if you knew that, no, I stand on my own? What if you knew, like Calvin said right here, that no, ma'am, I am reaching for the stars? What if you knew that I too stand alone and I too stand in greatness? And if this greatness is where I am pointing to, where I am leaning towards, I know what my goals are. I know that I'm walking into 2023 with a different type of mindset. If you know that, then why stay with average? Today is about leaning in and asking you, are you navigating within average? Now, some people, it's not a judgment if you say, you know what, I'm good right now. Where I am in my life, I want average, but I want to challenge you to say, what if you knew your greatness? And what if you knew that you stood above average because now you're allergic to it? Think about that. If I'm allergic to something, right? Someone was talking the other day about bee stings, right? If you're allergic to bee stings, what if you are allergic to a certain drug? What if you are allergic? My son is allergic to um, almonds, tree nuts, right? If you know you're allergic to it, then you stay away from it. You create this life and you start moving and behaving in spaces and take you beyond the echelon of average. Absolutely. Beyond, if I'm allergic to that thing, then I'm not even going to be around it. Right. And if you are around it because you can't help it, what happens? Sometimes people take medicine because they're allergic to something, they take it in advance because they know it's happening. That's a choice. If you know that you're going to be in places and spaces and you know you're allergic to something, then you're going to take the precautions, right, to make sure that that's not going to be a problem. Can you understand what I'm saying? All right. Today, I want you to know as I plug in my computer, I want you to know that you are allergic to average. And what if you said to yourself today, you know what? I'm allergic to average. Would you shift? That's what I'm asking you today. Would you shift? Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. There's a birthday cake right there. I don't know who it is, but it's not my birthday. Maybe it's your birthday. Happy birthday if it is. Today, we're talking about navigating in spaces and places of average. Would you say that you are in average, in the mindset of average? Today, I want you to think about I am allergic to average. I want you to say it out loud. You can say it right now, wherever you are. Don't worry about everybody else looking. I am allergic to average. Yeah, so am I. And if I am allergic to average, in what application and where in your life are you allergic to average? Everybody could say, oh, I'm everywhere. No, let's just choose one because we're narrowing some things down. So today, as a student, I will say I am allergic to average. So therefore, stop showing up as average. What is it that you can be doing to show up differently? What is it? I want you to think about strategies. Now that you know that you're allergic to average, how will you shift? All right, that's what I got for you guys today. How will you shift? What if you were allergic to average? Would you shift differently? Oh my gosh. Would you? I think I would. I know I would because it's a different type of mindset. Think about what are you allergic to and what do you do to prevent yourself from being there? Are you operating in average or do you know that you are allergic to average and you are shifting differently? Tomorrow, I'm coming to you with strategies of how we need to get out of the land of average. For those of you who want that journey, come back at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time, or listening to the replay because this one's going to be good. It's going to leave you with strategies to navigate yourself right on out of average. I'm not in the land of average, so I want you to come with me, right? I'm inviting you over right now. Okay. Yes. Look at this. Someone said, as an educator, mom, friend, I am allergic to average. Come on now. Let's say it to our children today. I am allergic to average. Say it to your sweet mate. Are you allergic to average? Because I am. Are you navigating an average? Because if you are, let me shimmy over here today. Today, I am allergic to average, and I'm gonna see how that moves for me. All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, I love it. That is your 10 minutes of power today. And I hope you are powered differently because today I want you to know that you are allergic to average. Walk, talk, and behave in it today. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Bye.